Today, we are forcing Kawhi Leonard to stay on the Toronto Raptors. The date is currently July 3rd, 2019, the start of the offseason, where the Raptors, as you know, are coming off an NBA championship against the Golden State Warriors. And this was also the offseason that Kawhi Leonard joined the Clippers. But today is going to be different. We just extended Kawhi to a 3-year extension, 3 years, $98 million to be exact. And our main goal is going to be to win Kawhi as many championships as possible in Toronto. And this is the roster that we are starting with. We got a young OG Anunoby. We got BBL Lowry. Make it $32 million a year. We got Siakam, Norman Powell. Zion goes number 1 and Ja ends up in Chicago. That is not good for his career. Memphis fell to 3. Who are they ended up with besides Ja? Jackson Hayes. I am sorry, Memphis. The Raptors are on the clock. There is some steals at pick 30. I'm not gonna lie. Jordan Poole, Lou Dort, Naz Reid's available. I thought that was Jaden McDaniels. It's Jalen McDaniels. I'm gonna go Jordan Poole. That's a tough pick. I want either him or Naz Reid, but I'm gonna go Poole because Lowry's contract's over after the season. We're gonna need someone to take over for him. And then with that 50th pick, took Jalen McDaniels. Maybe he just got drafted to the wrong situation. Maybe it could turn out to be like Jalen for us. Or Jaden, I mean. That is Jalen. Here comes the money. And there's a lot of good free agents available, and Kyle's kind of eating $32 million a year. So I was just looking around the trade finder, seeing what, his value is. And the Clippers are willing to trade me Shea. Now, they don't know what we know. We're in 2025 right now. This is 2019. They don't know that Shea has the potential to turn into a league MVP. But I do. And you might say like, oh, that's unfair because the future, but it's a cutthroat business. Give me Shea. Clippers agree to the offer. Kyle Lowry is an OG Raptor, so kind of sucks to trade him, but we're trying to win championships. And Shea jumps 8 overall just over this offseason to an 81 already. So definitely a good trade, I think. Over free agency, Marc Gasol did leave. We got him back on a 1-year, $16 million contract. Picked up Dwight on a 1-year, $15 million. Picked up Wes Matthews on a 1-year. That's about it. I signed them all to 1-year deals though, so we have a lot of money. We'll have over like 30 to 40 million in cap space. All right, Nikola Jokic takes home the MVP, 25 and 15. Zion on the Wizards, that does not look right. Wins Rookie of the Year, though, 22 and 8. Giannis wins DPOY. Looks like no Raptors winning any awards. Celtics, looks like they have the best record in the league at 63 and 19. Kawhi does not make an All-NBA first team. What about a second? No All-NBA third team? Pascal Siakam made the All-NBA third team. Kawhi Leonard did not, though. What did Pascal do? 19 and 10. We definitely got to try and get him back over this offseason. KD ended up leaving the Warriors. He didn't sign with the Nets, though. He signed with the Knicks. So went to New York, just different part of it. 25 a game for KD and 7 boards. Let's see what the Knicks did. They're the 4th seed in the East. That didn't even register with me. Kevin Durant's in the East now too, so that's not good for us. Let's check how we did. 19 a game for Kawhi, 5 boards, 4.5 assists, almost 2 steals. OG Anunoby had a good season, putting up 11 and 5. Marc Gasol 9 and 4. That is not worth a big $15 million extension that he wanted. Shea had 12 and 6 with 4 boards. He's playing up to an 84. That is a good sign. He's also in his hometown, or I don't know if he's from Toronto, but home country, and we're up 3-2 on Philly. Headed into game 6 is going to be in Philly. Let's see if we could close it out on the road. It is looking good right now. As long as Embiid doesn't go absolutely crazy in the 4th, we should be good. 40-point dub, damn near 50. Siakam with 28, Shea with 25 and 7, 11 of 11 from the floor, and he didn't shoot any free throws. Serge with 20 and 10, Mark with 14, Kawhi 12, 8 and 3, and we're moving on to the second round. Away in the winner of Detroit, Miami, we got Andre Drummond in Detroit. Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin. Think we should be all right here. I don't want to jinx us, but I think we should be all right. We are down 2-1 though. 2-2. It's the biggest game of the series right here. We do not want to play 2 elimination games in a row, and we will not. OG dropped 19, Kawhi 17. Lake had 28 and 13 on us. Not enough though, and time for game 6. And this time game 6 is not looking good for us. We ended up bringing it all the way back. It was with free throw, but there's free throws and stuff, and then it was really a 2-possession game. It's kind of like a fake 1-possession finish. But we lose by 2 points. Kawhi had 23, Siakam 20 and 16. Reggie Jackson had 20 on us. Bernard 19, Blake Griffin 15 and 10, Andre Drummond 13 and 10, and we're going to game 7. Repeating as champions is tough, but this is to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row. Right here, this game 7, and we're down 2 with 49 seconds left to the Detroit Pistons. It is our ball though, and we are at the home stadium. Kawhi getting guarded by Blake. Winner go home game 7. Kawhi getting guarded by Blake Griffin. Pick and roll with Serge. Pull up 3. Thon Maker with it. That's a name I have not heard in a minute. This Pistons team, they weren't bad. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think they're good enough to beat us. Norman Powell though dribbling up the floor. Kawhi was open in the corner. They didn't see him. Anunoby with the layup. Tie game. They had Kawhi wide open in that corner for 3. We just need 1 stop to force overtime. I'm guessing they're taking last shot. Blake down low. 4 seconds. Post fade. He misses timeout. All right, we're going to have a chance at a shot. And we got one of the clutchest players in basketball on our team. Well, someone's ass just blocked him, but Kawhi Leonard. All right, this ball better go to Kawhi. It better not go to anyone else to take this shot. Throw the ball to Kawhi. Kawhi for 3. It's deep, but it's manageable. Pause, but he misses. And we're going to overtime. You know what we say? Win the tip, win overtime. That's not a good sign. It was Andre Drummond versus Marc Gasol, though, so I kind of expected him to win the tip. Luke Kennard for 3 to start overtime. He drains it. That's also not a good sign. There's a minute 7 left in OT. We are tied. This is a stressful game. We just need one stop. Oh, Pascal tried to shoot that lane, and he just didn't get it. 2-point lead Pistons. Come on, Kawhi. All right, we're taking a longer possession. Let's get the ball to Kawhi. OG open for 3, and Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard came up, tried to contest it. Doesn't contest it. We smack it. 1-point lead. One stop. Reggie down to Blake. Blake dunks on Siakam like he's not even there. I swear Siakam's like 6'10". Blake's acting like he's a 5th grader. Down again. Glenn Robinson III is guarding Kawhi Leonard. This should be an easy bucket. Kawhi's posting up down low. Post hook, and he misses. Not the best shots. And we got to start fouling. But it is Andre Drummond going to the line, so hopefully he can miss one. First one, toilet bowls around the rim. Come on, Andre. Miss one. I know you want to miss this one. All right, we don't have a timeout, but we're only down 3, so it's not like those free throws ice the game or anything. We have a chance to win this still. Kawhi with it down low, getting back to that post. Siakam, step back mid-range with 7 seconds left. He hits it. We're still alive, but it's kind of deep into the shot clock. We kind of need that 3-pointer. All right, Reggie hit both. We got 7 seconds. Norm with it. Dribbling up the floor. Looks like he's going to shoot it. No, it's going to be Siakam in Blake's face for double overtime. And we get sent home in the second round by the Detroit Pistons. Kawhi had 28, 11, and 7. OG 23, 7, and 6. Norm 22. Mark 20. Shea had 6. Only shot 5 shots. But Blake had 39 on us. Reggie with 26. Andre Drummond 20 and 14. I mean, this is a good Pistons team, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like they shouldn't have beat us. All right, I guess there's really only one thing left to do. See who wins this. Jazz Pistons NBA Finals. The Jazz 4-0 them. D Mitch gets a ring in Utah. Good to see D Mitch get a ring, I guess, but would have liked to see the Raptors get one. He averaged 40 a game though throughout the finals with 2.5 steals, 2 blocks. 2 blocks at only 6'1". The Orlando Magic are now on the clock. They have the first pick of this year's draft. They draft Anthony Edwards. So Ant is now a member of the Orlando Magic, wearing number 35, maybe because his favorite player is KD. Onyeka Okongwu goes to the Hawks at number 2, and LaMelo falls to 3 to the Indiana Pacers. We got the 28th pick, though. We are on the clock. Could pick NBA legend Killian Hayes, but I think I'll go Nick Richards. And I'm making a trade. We are trading Danny Green and a 2023 first-round pick. It's only like 2020 right now, so, I mean, who cares about 2023? And we're trading him for Miles Turner. Get a really good center in that lineup. Our starting center right now is Dwight Howard. Marc Gasol wanted like $15 million a year. He averages like 8 points a game and 6 boards or something last season, so I wasn't paying him that. But Pacers agreed to our offer. So this is the new look starting lineup. SGA, 86 overall at the point guard. Norm at the 2. Kawhi at the 3. Siakam at the 4. And Miles Turner at the 5. We got OG Anunoby coming off the bench as the 6th man. Then we got Dwight Howard, Jay Crowder, who I got in free agency, Patrick McCaw, and we are not playing a 10th man. We have Nick Richards and Jordan Poole on the bench. I honestly might put it to a 10-man rotation during the season just so the guys don't get tired. And I really want to get Jordan Poole some minutes. We got the 3rd seed in this year's playoffs playing the Chicago Bulls. Do they even have DeMar DeRozan yet? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ja got drafted there. Ja, Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, Otto Porter, and Wendell Carter Jr. All right, it's a good team, but I mean, they're led by Zach LaVine. We're led by Kawhi Leonard. Oh, yeah, and one thing I wanted to show you guys before we got into the playoffs, we re-signed Pascal to a bag. 5 years, $175 million. He's been hooping for us, though, so I mean, it's definitely worth it. Kawhi put up a good season for us this year, 22 a game, and then Siakam had 20. And then OG put up 11.5 and 5 with 4 boards, and he won the 6th man of the year. But Bulls first round, I mean, I think we should just be able to get through this easily. Yeah, we're up 3-0, 4-0, clean sweep. LaVine had 28, Kawhi with 26, 7 and 8 in the closeout game. SGA had 21 and 11. Then Norm had 18, and Siakam, who just got that bag, 18 and 14. You better stay hooping, Siakam. We are going to be keeping an eye on his stat line like crazy after giving him all that money. If I see him start playing bad, he's hitting the trade block. We got the Knicks in the second round, though. They're the 7th seed who just upset the Celtics, and it looks like we're getting an easy series dub again. 3-1, but I mean, we should be all right at 4-1. Siakam with 28, SGA 17, Kawhi 17, and Anunoby 17 off the bench. Knicks leading scorer was Dennis Smith Jr. with 21. I completely forgot they had KD, but he went 3 for 14 and only had 9 points. How did he do this season? He had 25 a game this season. I mean, the rest of his team is just pretty ass, to be honest. And now this series is personal. Detroit Pistons, they just knocked us out. What'd they do to their lineup over the offseason? Nothing. And we improved. We went now got Miles Turner. SGA's improving. Everyone else is improving. Miles Turner's averaging about 15 for us throughout this playoff run, playing a good center. We take game 1. Detroit takes game 2. And we're up 3-2 with the chance to close them out. Game 6 right here in Toronto. We do not want to go back to Detroit for game 7. And we are down 9 with 2 minutes left. We're going to game 7. Kawhi had almost 30 that game. Siakam had 22 and 14. SGA was 17 points, 14 assists. But Luke Kennard lights us up for 25. Don Maker had 13, 5 and 5 with 2 blocks. And then Blake had 19 and 7. And it all comes down to this. 94-91 game 7 in Detroit. I don't know whose ball it is, but we're hopping in. We have a 3-point lead. It's Detroit's ball. One stop, we're most likely going on to the NBA Finals. Thon Maker for 3. He misses. OG Anunoby with the board. We do still need to go get a bucket here to completely ice this game, but it's looking good for us. Siakam on Thon Maker, who looks like he's about 7'4". Siakam's been in the paint for 8 seconds. I don't know what he's doing. Get out of the paint. That wasn't even a 3-second violation. That was more like a 7-second violation. Oh, he was just bodying up Thon Maker for about 7 seconds. Here's some guy named Brown, though. I actually have no idea who that is. And Blake with it, mid-range, pull-up, misses. As long as SGA can hit 1 free throw, which, I mean, we've all seen SGA shoot free throws. We should be going on to the finals for our 2nd time in 3 years. Just hit 1, SGA. All right, that should be game. And it is game. We get the dub. Andre Drummond was their leading scorer, 18 and 8. Kawhi logged 40 minutes for us, 22, 8 and 3. Not even his best game scoring we've seen from him, but still a good game. And you know he got the job done defensively and everything else like that. Shea had 11 points, 14 assists, and we're moving on to the finals. I did see something, though. It said on that bottom corner that Shea set a record for most assists by a Raptors player in the playoffs. 17 points. He had 14 assists. I think he just had 14 in game 7, though, didn't he? Yeah, so he's back-to-back 14 assists games in the playoffs. Ties the Raptors record twice. Wish he could have got one more to beat it, but it is what it is. Jazz still got D Mitch, who is on a Linsanity run for the past 2 seasons. This dude just dropped 36 on the Warriors in a 4-0 sweep to get back to the finals. He's averaging 35 throughout the playoffs, 7 boards and 5 assists. It's gonna be a tough team to beat. We take game 1 though. D Mitch had 41, 9 and 4. Trey Lyles with 21. Willie Cauley-Stein. Have not heard that name in a while, but he had 12 points. Royce O'Neal 10. What did we do though? Kawhi had 25, 6 and 6. SGA 24, 5 and 11, and Siakam with 24 and 13. We take the 2nd game of the finals as well. Mitchell with 36, Siakam 24, Kawhi 20, SGA 9, 9 and 4. I'm pretty sure SGA is guarding D Mitch. I wanted to go put Kawhi on him before the series started, but I was just gonna see how SGA is doing. I mean, D Mitch is still lighting us up, but it's working, letting D Mitch kind of score 30, 40, and we're just kind of limiting the other team. We're playing good. We're up 3-0. I'm not going to go ahead and change anything until we lose a game. Siakam with 31, Kawhi 30, SGA 18 and 12. Are we going to get our first dub as the GM? 2nd ring in 3 years. 4-0, we do it. 16, 5 and 9. Shea wins the finals MVP at only age 22. Also averaged 2.3 steals a game. What did the rest of our players do during this series? D Mitch led the finals in scoring with 37.5 a game, but the rest of his team was awful. I don't think anyone on his team averaged over 10 points. Only 2 guys did, Trey Lyles and Willie Cauley-Stein. Siakam averaged 24 and 10, and then Kawhi averaged 25, 6 and 3. Honestly, the finals MVP should have been either Kawhi or Siakam, I think. Shea put up a good stat line, but I feel like Siakam and Kawhi's might have been a little better, but hey, a ring's a ring. I don't care who wins finals MVP. Evan Mobley #1 to the Cavs, so no changes there. The Thunder get Cade Cunningham instead of Shea now with their point guard. Scotty Barnes goes #3, Franz 4, Jalen Green 5, Joshua Giddey 6, Sengun 7, and Suggs 8. We got the 30th pick of the draft. I'm gonna go Herb Jones. All right, so I just re-signed OG Anunoby to a 5-year, $136 million deal. There's no way we're going to be able to pay Shea if we keep this contract. So I'm trading him to the Pistons for a rent-a-player. We lost Miles Turner, weren't able to pay him the bag that he wanted because of OG Anunoby's contract. So we're actually starting Siakam at center right now. I don't want to start Siakam at center. I want him to play the 4. So we're going to get Andre Drummond for a year. And yeah, let's try it out. We are right back to the playoffs as the 2 seed. We got the Sixers again, which is kind of deja vu of that first year. We had them in the 2-7 matchup. Kawhi had 22 a game this year. Siakam had 25 and 12. And then Shea had 15 and 8. Drummond had 11 and 13 with 1.5 blocks a game. Pickup was definitely worth it. It's just we're kind of playing rent at center every season, it kind of seems like. I'd like to try and get away from that, but we got Siakam, Kawhi, and Shea. It's going to be expensive to run this team. It's 1-1 with the Sixers. We're just trying to get as many championships right now out of this team as possible. possible. We 4-1 the Sixers, and we got Washington in the next round. They got John Wall and Brad Beal. I forgot they got Zion too. It's actually a pretty good team, and they're showing us they're a good team. 2-2 series. We went up 2-0, and Washington just came back and took the next two. Kawhi had 35 last game in a loss, and Drummond had 22 boards in a loss. I guess we only lost by 2 points, but would have showed me that stat line, I would have thought we would have won that game for sure. We take the next game though, that game 5, and now it's game 6 of the second round, trying to knock Washington out. If we go to a game 7, we'll hop in the Simcast, but we're not. Zion dropped 42, Beal 20 in a game 6 loss. We won by 8 in OT. Siakam had 47 and 19. How much is he getting paid again? 4 years, $145 million. You are worth every dime. We got Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals, Houston, Golden State, West Finals. 95 Tatum, 94 Kyrie, and 93 Jaylen Brown. So Kyrie ended up staying on the Boston Celtics in this NBA multiverse, and we are now 3-1 to them. So we're gonna have to battle back. Kawhi just dropped 28, but we lost by 36 last game. All right, game 5. Let's not get sent home in only 5 games. A gentleman's sweep after winning 2 championships in the past 3 years. That's not how you want to go out, and that's how we're going now. Kawhi's up to a 97, Siakam 93, and then Shea is up to a 90. Nick Richards jumps up to 7 overalls, up to an 80, and then Jordan Poole's a 77. Luka wins the MVP on the Dallas Mavericks. Paolo Rookie of the Year on the Bucks. Malik Monk 6-man of the year, almost 20 a game off the bench for the Pacers. Giannis went to the Jazz, and he won DPOY. Curry wins Clutch Player of the Year. I wonder if Donovan Mitchell left the Jazz. He's on the only. No, he did not. They got Donovan Mitchell and Giannis. I wonder if they still have Rudy, because that is not gonna be fun to match up against if we do make the finals and they make the finals. They got D Mitch, Giannis, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol. It's a good team. Definitely don't want to see him in the finals. All right, we got the 2 seed in the West, or not the West, the East again. We got the Sixers in the first round. It's gonna hit some late round. We beat them 4-2, and we got Orlando in the second round. Kobe White, Anthony Edwards, MPJ, Brandon Clark, and Mo Bamba. Anthony Edwards is still kind of a low overall. He's young, so I was gonna say we should be able to get by him, but we're down 3-0, and we get 4-0'd. What's going on? And Wemby gets drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron is not on the Lakers no more. Chris Paul's about to be a free agent, so I don't know if he's going to stay, but it could be a Chris Paul-Wemby duo. And we are right back in the playoffs as the 1 seed. We've had disappointing seasons the past 2 seasons, I'm not going to lie. But we went 60 and 22 this year. The whole Big Three had a good season. 22 for Kawhi, 21 for Siakam, 21 for Shea, 11 assists. My goal was to win Kawhi 3 rings to make this Raptors team kind of like a dynasty, because, I feel like 3 championships in a certain amount of time kind of solidifies that. They already got 2, so we're trying to get to number 3, and we're getting back to the Eastern Conference Finals. This Boston team was my main worry. I really wasn't worried about too many other people. We got upset by the Magic last year. I guess it happens, but this is the team that if we are going to get beat, I think will beat us. Giannis and D Mitch didn't even make the playoffs with the Jazz, which doesn't even make sense, but we're gonna have to play the winner of Denver Houston if we do make it to the finals. But that's a big if, because this Boston team it's a good team, and we're down 2-1, down 3-1, 3-2. Kawhi 36, SGA 35, 7 and 10 last game, forcing a game 6. Let's see if we can get this dub. Game 7's in Toronto too, so this is the game. This is the toughest game of the series, and it's looking good right now. 119-112. We're going to game 7. SGA with 21 and 13, Siakam 20. Kawhi not his best game, but we got the job done, so it really doesn't matter. Jordan Poole could have had 40. I don't care who scores and who's getting the job done, as long as we're getting the job done. And it looks like we're about to come back from a 3-1 lead on this Eastern Conference Avengers team with Tatum, Brown, and Kyrie Irving. 123-96 dub. Jokic West Finals MVP, Shea East Finals MVP, and we're back to our second finals. The Nuggets got Chris Paul, 91 Chris Paul, 83 Kuminga, 98 Jokic, and we got Nick Richards trying to stop Jokic. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. We take game 1, Nuggets take game 2. We just took game 3. What about game 4? We're up 3-1. Can we close out the Denver Nuggets? And we can. I think I just said Poole just had 32 in the closeout game. Kawhi 24 a game, Finals MVP, well deserved. That is Kawhi's 4th championship. But I think that tweet said Poole had a 32. Yeah, he had 32 points. Shea 27, 9 and 11, almost a triple double. And then Kawhi 26 in the closeout game. And yeah, that's 3 championships for the Raptors with Kawhi staying. How many championships do you think Kawhi would have won if he did end up staying in Toronto? And if you made it to the end, we are on the road to 12K subs. So hit that sub button if you're new, drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.